they cannot talk like us, they cannot demand for their rights. So our primary thing is our environment, other thing is bonus, whether it is to the farmers or to the consumers. So this is the bazaar. This is the 9th year of our bazaar. We started in way back in 2003. Some of the pictures which I just go through, because when we began it was a monthly affair. Every second Saturday we organized, we took a hall on rent and then we organized this. The idea of the bazaar is to bring in back diversity. And as Anantu was saying, we tried, initially when we started it was mostly vegetables and fruits. So that actually does not satisfy the consumers. So we had to outsource a lot of things like millets from Karnataka, from Tamil Nadu, then rice from other places. So to begin, so that how to satisfy consumers. Otherwise we were losing the consumers in the beginning. And we also, basically it's a platform where we do a lot of campaign on safe food, then pesticides, GMOs, Biti Brinjal. Now this is one of the campaign which we did during the Biti Brinjal campaign. So this is the story. Actually, as in the beginning I was telling that we are an environmental organization. So from the very beginning we had a big campaign on pesticides. From 2003 to 2005 we were running on a project mode. That was the time when it was a monthly bazaar. But in 2005 onwards we are independent, and Tunnel actually facilitates the bazaar. And in 2005, in last year we registered it as a society, so it's an independent totally running on its own. And it supports mostly the women farmers. In Kerala, as you all know, it's not an agriculturally important state in the whole nation. We are the most food insecure state in terms of quantity and in terms of quality. So whatever we produce, either organically or not, it adds a lot of value to the state. So how to begin there? That's especially in Trivandrum, in the surrounding panchayats, they have the urban character, and most of the people are dependent on the urban centers for their livelihood. So it's not a livelihood issue in that sense, but food security is an issue, food safety is an issue. That is where we began working with the self-help groups, or women self-help groups in one panchayat. When we began in 2001, there was no need for market. But then over the years, in 2 years' time, the women were producing more than what they need for their homes. Then they started to look out for markets. They went into the nearby markets and then they started selling it, but then that was not valued. More than money, that was not valued by the consumers. Then they started to approach us and they said that they need a market, special market for organic. That is where, when we got in touch with IARD, we could begin this market organic bazaar. And that is where all these women started coming to the bazaar initially. That was the idea. But later on we realized that it was not possible, because with the small quantities, half a kilo, 1 kilo, it was not possible for the women to come and to the market and sell it. So that is where we started aggregating how to do that. So luckily we had, by that time we had a center, training center in Kovalam, where the farming activity was going on. So we started procuring. So then it was once a month, then that was not enough. So in 2 years' time, we changed from monthly bazaar to weekly, twice. So then, so we had a monthly bazaar, second Saturday bazaar, along with this 2-day bazaar. It please run along with the office of Tunnel. So it is not far away from the city in one sense. That is also a disadvantage. So only people who have vehicle can come to the bazaar and buy things. That's a disadvantage even now. We consider bazaar as an environment event. It's not a marketplace. So we have a lot of space for people to come and sit and discuss. So the consumers, a lot of consumers now, many of them are retired people also, so they find it as a place for them to come together. It's like it's like in a village you have a common space where people can come and sit and discuss a lot of things, not only environment but other issues also. So that space we are now providing. So we also, once in a while, some of us also join, so that it will be more kind of a friendly atmosphere that you create rather than just a market. And there's a lot of consumer education going on. It's a lot of our time is going for that. But we are also in turn now getting a lot of feedback from them. Otherwise, we will not get into that circle of people at all as an environmental organization, because they are our enemies in one sense. Because even now, when they come with a car, they put their children inside and they switch on the AC because they want the children do not get heated up in the sun. So then we have to go and tell them switch off the AC because that is also contributing to the global warming and all the anti-environment things which we are talking about. So it is not that you just eat organic food, but you have to contribute in a larger way. So those things are getting discussed. So, and we see a lot of young people, young couple now coming to the bazaar, especially from the IT sector, because they are all very much worried about food. And because it's a big campaign going on by the media in Kerala. All the media, a lot of doctors, whenever whom we do not know, all of them have started talking about pesticide residues in food. So that is where a lot of demand. We are actually not able to meet the demand of the consumers. So then the youngsters coming into the bazaar started happening 2 years back. Now we have started a program called the Patron of Organic Bazaar. Either you can become a patron or you can become a friend of bazaar. So friend means you put 500 rupees per year. If you have to become a patron, you put 5,000 rupees. That is how we because there is no other funding for bazaar. So for some cost, especially for storage, some transportation, we can subsidize through that. And there are a lot of consumers who are willing, because actually they were asking us whether how we can support the bazaar, because they feel that it has to continue. Because if we stop it, they will not get organic food, because there is no other store as of now in Trivandrum. And we also try to revive a lot of traditional food in the bazaar, because a lot of women are getting interested. So they buy the stuff, raw materials from the bazaar, and they cook some of the like kada, appam, a lot of things which are Kerala kind of food, and they bring back to the bazaar and they make a small income for them. This is the new bazaar. This is the nearby actually our car shed, office car shed, and we have converted into the bazaar. And now it's every day we run the bazaar from 10 in the morning to 11 in the morning to 4:30 in the evening, and except on Sundays. We are able to, now we have almost registered consumers, we have 400, but regularly 100 people come. And for the second Saturday bazaar, a lot of more than 150, 200 people come, because there we have a lot of other stuff also. And one thing, in the initial years, what we used to do is that we used to organize forums where people the farmers as well as the consumers can come and meet together and then discuss. So many times we have taken the consumers to the field also, so that they can get to know the farmers more. And also, one thing which I find problematic in the whole running of the bazaar is that there is no planning for the farmers.